Alright, this video has some different things in it that maybe need to be looked at a little closer. I'm going to have to edit it because it's too long and plays out too much time in half an hour, so I don't need that much time on it. But I'm going to break it up here, so here goes. Talk more about this guy's name. In fact, his name is Joe Syverson. I think that's pronounced right here. Joe Syverson. Let's go back to his video.
Are you ready for a life-transforming exercise? This will transform your perception of life and anyone else you teach it to.
He's going to talk about your belief system and how valuable you perceive yourself as an individual. I've had some severe challenges in this area, and I'm just starting to overcome them. I need to really work on them and really partner with people that will use my gifts and skills and abilities better. So to that end, we're going to look at some of these things here, but we're going to skip around.
This is the first time that I've actually offered this specific exercise for free. There are hundreds and hundreds of exercises that I've learned and experimented with clients to find out what is the greatest impact, what's going to make the biggest difference in the 10, 20, 30, 40 minutes that I show up and meet with them. And I've identified 12 exercises, and this is in the top 12, if not the #1 exercise that causes the greatest impact, that sets the trajectory for anyone that I meet with off into a brand new place. How do I know? Because I've taught it to hundreds of people and I've watched them perform at a higher level.
Okay, so he's done this, he's coached, he's made money on this. There's probably some real truth and value to this. I think it's all in the details though. We're going to go on and look at some of this stuff. This one here, how much money have you invested in your self-development? You know, put a dollar value on that. I suppose at least 15 to 20,000 minimum, probably 35 or 40,000 if you look at college and look at everything. A lot. I know other people have too, but it's not only putting the money into yourself, it's applying that and making it come back to you. Here, my skill wish or your gifts and virtues. There are a lot of gifts and virtues I have that are pretty valuable, probably priceless, because most of the real world does not value the things that I do, nor have they spent the time on them that I have, especially in trying to be obedient to the Spirit and follow what has been revealed by modern day prophets, starting from Joseph Smith to our current prophet.
Have that gene. Think about some of the gifts that you have. You know, think about, if I sat down with some of your friends and said, tell me something kind of unique here about this person, about you. Tell me a few unique things. Tell me just some natural gifts they have. Think about that. What would they say about you? Write that down. What would they...
Now, people are not always a good judge of character. Sometimes they'll catch you right off at certain areas. Sometimes they'll miss it because people only see a certain side of you. The person that sees the complete side of you is Heavenly Father. He not only sees what you're currently doing and struggling with, but He sees what your potential is for eternity and in the hundreds or thousands of years from now. So He sees a lot bigger and better picture. Now this one here on relationships, boy, do I need to work on that. He asks how many people would help you move or do things. There are probably a half a dozen people in the church, and there are probably 3 or 4 people in the family. Not too many. So I really need to work on relationships.
You really start thinking about acts of kindness, things that you've done for others. Over the years, I've developed a really cool network of people that I've just random acts of kindness, man. Doing things for others, like Dean was talking about. Contribution. when you're focused on serving others, your fear magically disappears.
Now that is a great truth, and Christ taught that. Modern day prophets have taught that. We need to lose ourselves in the service of others and even in the service of Jesus Christ. And there's a great truth in that, and it doesn't cost anything to do that. And there are small ways to make big differences as we serve one another. This is a real universal truth. He talks about memories here too.
You know, even the painful memories are memories of lessons to learn, ways of relating. Even the pain gives us depth of character, gives us resolve.
That is true also. But some of the memories and some of the prices paid to receive personal revelation cannot be borrowed and cannot have a price on them. They're priceless. And people need to pay obedience and submissiveness, humility, and faith and service and sacrifice to receive a personal revelation. Obedience and righteousness proceed of revelation. It's not enough to learn something. You have to apply it. So that is very valuable and essential. We're going to stop this and we're going to come back to this second lesson and we're going to edit it too.